Hey guys, Prangell Gaming here, and today I'm going to be giving you a Millwall analysis video. Now, in today's Millwall analysis video, we have Bradford City versus Millwall. Now, this game was said to be a really interesting game. Both sides obviously going into it with pretty good form. Bradford obviously have that really long unbeaten record where they've last been beaten by a team when we played them in the playoffs. But anyway, getting into this video. And the first chance came literally in the 4th minute as Sean Williams crossed the ball in. It then fell to Steve Morrison before hitting the ground. And he hit it first time on the volley. It was only for Colin Doyle to get a hand to it. Then Mill had to thank Jordan Archer for making a spectacular save to stop Josh Cullen putting it in the back of the net. What happened here was the ball fell to him on the edge of the area and he wasn't afraid to have the shot. But as I said, Archer had to make a great save to stop that going into the back of the net. But Millwall had to threaten again, and it was again from a corner. For some reason, we were pretty good with threatening from corners in this game. The ball was put in again from Williams, as you're going to be hearing so many times in this video. And what happened was it met with the head of Jake Cooper. His header then hit the crossbar. It then bounced back, and then Gregory got his head to it. And well, unfortunately, that hit the crossbar as well. Millwall really must be ruining their missed opportunities there, because that was a significant moment in the game where we really could have capitalised on it. But the crossbar was hit again. And no, this time it wasn't Millwall, it was Bradford City's Timothy Dieng with their header. It came to his head after having a great whipped crossing from James Meredith. A really unlucky chance by the player that had to come on as a substitute early due to a player getting injured. Now, the second half obviously was where all the action was, and really because the 2 goals happened. And well, it only took to the 50th minute for Millwall to get the first goal in the game. And at this point, I was really happy. I thought, you know what, we might actually beat Bradford. But anyway, let's just talk about what happened. So, Sean Cummins tried to put the ball into the area. Now, he did that successfully. Aidan O'Brien then's gone and flicked it on like that. He's then gone to Lee Gregory, who went down while moving with the ball still. He then somehow got back up and then faked the shot and then was able to put it in the left corner of the goal. A very nice goal by Lee Gregory. That's his 11th in the league. And well, it was a pretty interesting goal, and it shows that Gregory just really wants to score goals, which is a good thing to see from the striker, because sometimes he's a hit and miss sort of guy in front of goal. Now, as I said, it was a 1-1 game, and well, Bradford took 10 minutes later to equalise. So frustrating when you think, you know what, we might beat Bradford. But true credit to Bradford, they were fantastic, and this goal sums it up really, doesn't it? Because what happened here was Tony McMahon put the ball in to Mark Marshall. Mark Marshall, who was outstanding in the entire game, picked the ball up. He then lashed it across goal. Whether it was a cross or a shot, well, I can't really make it out. But what happened is he lashed it across goal. It was literally just about to go off the pitch, but then James Meredith got to the ball, and well, he slid it into the back of the net. He beat Sean Cummins to the ball, which is frustrating, you know what, but it's a goal. And, well, they deserved it. I'm going to be honest, they played pretty well in this game, and that was Meredith's 2nd of the season. It was then Millwall that were having the pretty good chances, as another corner came in and it met with the head of Tony Craig, but it was really a waste of a chance and went straight to Colin Doyle. And then we had one more chance, and this one was for Shane Ferguson, putting the ball into Steve Morrison, who just beat his man to the ball, but Colin Doyle again made the save. I've got to say, in terms of what I've seen, obviously I didn't go to the game, so I've only got what I see in the highlights, but Bradford were very good on the ball, very good at passing it around, retaining possession. They seemed a very good side, and there's obviously expectations on them considering where they are in the league table. I think they've dropped down to 5th now, but they were 4th obviously in the league. They're a very strong side this season. And obviously in the game, James Hansen was meant to play, but Mark Marshall was put in instead. I don't really know the true extent to that, on how that happened and why Hansen was dropped. But Mark Marshall definitely was one of their best players in the game. And for that reason, I'm going to give him the key player for Bradford City. As I said, the striker was absolutely outstanding. He created so many opportunities. It obviously helped him being so skillful and being able to use both feet. He literally was a wizard moving in and around the defensive area. He was very good in my opinion. And if it wasn't for Jordan Archer making a couple of important saves, then you would have been hearing Mark Marshall's name a lot more, as he created quite a lot of opportunities, but a lot of them were pretty tame with the finishing product. The final player, which obviously was the key player, was Lee Gregory for Millwall. Now, I could have gone with many people. I'm hearing a lot of murmurs that Fred was good in this game again for Millwall, which is great to see, but obviously he hasn't signed that contract. That is the real key thing here. We need Fred to sign that contract. Obviously, with Jed Wallace coming in, yeah, that's great, but Fred needs to sign the contract. End of. We need to offer him what it's going to get him to stay at the club, as long as it's not ridiculous money. But anyway, on to the key player for Millwall, and that was obviously Lee Gregory. Now, I've gone with this because he scored the only goal in the game, and it was really hard move in terms of how he scored it. So it's showing that he wants to score goals, and it's showing that he's one of the best strikers in the league at the moment. So anyway, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this Millwall analysis video. Obviously, the next one coming up is that big one against Watford at home in the FA Cup. Now, unfortunately, I can't go to the game, but I will be watching it on the television, and I can't wait to see that game. I reckon it'll be an interesting game. I think they'll probably beat us. I'm going to be honest here. I really do expect a win in Watford's camp, but it obviously depends on who gets the first goal and what team Watford filled out. So anyway, guys, like, comment, subscribe, and of course, I will see you guys in that next Millwall analysis video. But until then, goodbye.